Dollar Tree has a reputation problem right now. When they bumped everything up to $1.25, a lot of shoppers either quit going entirely or started grabbing things off the shelf without thinking twice. Same as before, just paying a little more. And both of those reactions are leaving money on the table. The truth is, Dollar Tree in July 2026 is a split store. Some of what's on those shelves is genuinely one of the better deals you'll find anywhere, and some of it, stuff people toss in their cart every single week, is quietly costing you more than if you just bought it somewhere else. The trick is knowing which is which before you walk in. So today we're counting down 10 hidden deals that are actually worth grabbing and 5 things you should put right back on the shelf. And I want to flag something about number 1 before we get there, because it's the deal that Dollar Tree does almost nothing to advertise, and once you see it, you're going to wonder why you've been sleeping on it. If this is the kind of content that helps you shop smarter and spend less, go ahead and tap subscribe so you don't miss what we cover next. We're also over on Dailymotion and Spotify now. If you'd rather stream this as audio while you're out running errands, scan the QR code up on your screen or find the link sitting right there in the description. And tell me in the comments, what do you actually buy at Dollar Tree right now? I'm curious whether the things people swear by overlap, because I think it might surprise you. Now let's get into it. Deal number 10, greeting cards. This one sounds almost too simple, but the math on it is real. At a regular grocery store or a Hallmark shop, a single greeting card runs you anywhere from $4 to $8, sometimes more if it plays music or has some kind of fancy finish. Dollar Tree cards are $1.25. The quality gap between them? Honestly, not much. They've got birthday cards, sympathy cards, thank you cards, holiday cards, and they hold up just fine. If you're someone who sends cards regularly or you've got a big family with a lot of birthdays coming through, this is one of those things where the savings stack up fast without you even noticing. I started buying all my cards here a few years back, and I've never once had someone comment on the card being cheap. Nobody knows, nobody cares. They care about the sentiment, not the price tag on the back. Deal number 9, aluminum foil and plastic wrap. Now there's a caveat here, and I'll get to it, but the basic aluminum foil at Dollar Tree is genuinely solid for everyday cooking. Covering a baking dish, wrapping up leftovers, lining a pan before roasting vegetables. For those uses, it does exactly what the name brand version does, at a fraction of the cost. The caveat is that if you're doing heavy-duty grilling or you need something that holds up to high heat for a long time, you'll want the thicker stuff. But for the daily kitchen tasks most people actually use foil for, this is a smart pick. Same goes for the plastic wrap. Works fine for covering bowls and wrapping sandwiches. Dollar Tree has consistently been a good place to stock up on these basics, and I keep a backup roll in the pantry at all times. Deal number 8, party supplies. This is one of those categories where the retail markup is absolutely wild, and Dollar Tree exposes it every time. Balloons, streamers, table covers, plastic cups, paper plates, disposable serving trays, all of it. If you've ever walked through a Party City or even the party aisle at Target and felt the sticker shock, you know what I mean. The exact same plastic tablecloth that sells for $4 or $5 somewhere else is $1.25 here. When you're outfitting a birthday party or a graduation or a baby shower, those savings compound quickly. We're talking about potentially cutting your decorating budget in half, easy. I've thrown full kids' birthday parties where almost everything came from Dollar Tree and the table looked completely put together. Nobody walked in and thought anything looked cheap. They just saw a fun, decorated party. Deal number 7, pregnancy and ovulation tests. This one catches people off guard every time, and it should because the price difference is almost offensive when you see it side by side. A 2-pack of name-brand pregnancy tests at a drugstore runs you anywhere from $8 to $15. At Dollar Tree, you get a test for $1.25. And here's what matters. These are FDA-cleared tests. They work. The sensitivity levels are comparable to what you'd find on the name brand packaging. Women who are actively trying to conceive or who just need the peace of mind of a quick check spend serious money on these over time. Buying them at Dollar Tree instead is one of those swaps that feels almost too good to be true, but the science backs it up. I've heard from so many people who had no idea these were even there, tucked in the health aisle. Worth knowing. Deal number 6, cleaning supplies, the right ones. Not everything in the cleaning aisle is worth your time, and we'll talk about that when we get to the skips. But certain items in that section are genuinely excellent buys. Scrub brushes, sponges, microfiber cloths, dish soap, and basic multi-purpose spray cleaners all hold up well and do the job. The sponges especially. Name brand sponges at a grocery store can run you $3 to $4 for a 2-pack. Dollar Tree has them for $1.25. You're going through these every few weeks anyway, so stocking up here makes a lot of sense. The microfiber cloths are another one I keep coming back to. They clean glass, wipe down counters, and work perfectly for dusting. Buying a handful of these at Dollar Tree and replacing them regularly is just smart household management. Deal number 5, spices and seasonings. This surprises people, but Dollar Tree's spice section has quietly become one of the better reasons to stop in. Garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, cumin, paprika, chili powder, the basics that you burn through in a real kitchen. At a grocery store, a small jar of a single spice runs you anywhere from $3 to $6, depending on the brand and where you shop. At Dollar Tree, that same size jar is $1.25. The quality is more than acceptable for cooking. These aren't specialty spices or anything you'd use for a gourmet dish where sourcing matters. They're the everyday workhorses that go into weeknight dinners, and they perform just fine. If you find yourself constantly restocking the same 4 or 5 spices, shifting that purchase to Dollar Tree alone could save you $20 or $30 a year without changing a single thing about how you cook. Skip number 1, name brand snacks and candy. And here's where we start pumping the brakes, because Dollar Tree has a sneaky trap that gets people almost every visit, the snack aisle. You'll see recognizable packaging, chips, cookies, candy bars, and the assumption is that because you're at Dollar Tree, you're getting a deal. You're often not. What's actually happening is that manufacturers send Dollar Tree smaller package sizes. So you're paying $1.25 for a bag of chips that has noticeably fewer chips than the same bag at a grocery store. When you do the math per ounce, you are frequently paying more at Dollar Tree for snacks than you would at Walmart or even a regular supermarket. This one stings a little because it feels like a deal in the moment. The packaging looks familiar, the price sounds low, and you toss it in the cart. But the unit price is working against you. Check the weight on the package next time. It'll tell you everything. Skip number 2, batteries. This is probably the most consistent do not buy here item that comes up, and the reason is straightforward. Dollar Tree batteries are cheap to produce, and they behave like it. They drain faster, they don't hold a charge as long, and in anything that requires consistent power, a TV remote, a kid's toy, a smoke detector, you'll be replacing them far more often than you would with a name brand battery. The cost per use math simply doesn't work out in your favor. You'd go through 3 or 4 sets of Dollar Tree batteries in the same time frame that one set of Duracell or Energizer would cover, and smoke detectors in particular are not the place to cut corners. Buy your batteries somewhere else. So we've got 5 deals, 2 skips, and we're not even close to the biggest finds on this list yet. The next few are the ones I think are going to genuinely change how you shop here, especially. Number 2, which is something most people walk right past without even glancing at it. Deal number 3, over-the-counter. Medicine, the generics. This is one that takes people a minute to wrap their head around, but once the logic clicks, it sticks. Dollar Tree carries generic versions of common over-the-counter medications, pain relievers, antacids, allergy medicine, sleep aids, cold and flu tablets. And here's the thing about generics that the pharmaceutical aisle at every other store is quietly counting on you not knowing. The active ingredient is required by law to be identical to the name brand version. Same dosage, same compound, same effect. A bottle of store brand ibuprofen at Dollar Tree for $1.25 versus $8 or $9 at a pharmacy for the Advil version. You are buying the exact same active ingredient. The difference is the packaging and the marketing budget behind it. Families go through pain relievers and antacids constantly, and shifting those purchases here is one of the cleaner money wins on this entire list. Just check the active ingredients panel on the back and compare. The numbers will match. Deal number 2, gift bags and wrapping supplies. This one gets overlooked because it feels too mundane to matter, but the retail markup on gift wrapping is genuinely absurd. A single gift bag at a Hallmark or a Target can run you $4 to $6. Tissue paper is $2 or $3 for a few sheets. Ribbon, gift tags, wrapping paper, it all adds up faster than it should. Dollar Tree has all of it for $1.25 per item, and the selection has actually gotten better over the years. Solid colors, seasonal prints, sizes from small gift bags up to large ones for awkward presents. My family has a lot of birthdays, and I stopped buying wrapping supplies anywhere else probably 4 years ago. It's one of those quiet swaps that doesn't feel significant until you realize you've saved $40 or $50 over the course of a year just on tissue paper and bags. Skip number 3, vitamins and supplements. Now this one comes with a distinction because Dollar Tree does carry some supplements that are perfectly fine. Basic vitamin C, for instance. But the broader vitamin and supplement section is somewhere to be careful. The issue isn't always the active ingredient, it's the quality control, the sourcing, and the bioavailability of what you're actually absorbing. With supplements, cheaper manufacturing processes can mean your body isn't actually taking in what the label says. For something like a daily multivitamin that you're counting on to fill nutritional gaps, that matters. This is a category where spending a few extra dollars at a Costco or even a grocery store with a reputable brand gets you something your body can actually use. Dollar Tree is not where I'd source my daily vitamins, and it's probably not where you should either. Skip number 4, sunscreen. This one feels counterintuitive because sunscreen is sunscreen, right? SPF 30 is SPF 30. But expired or improperly stored sunscreen loses its effectiveness, and Dollar Tree products, especially in the health and beauty section, sometimes sit on shelves longer than they should. Sunscreen that's degraded doesn't protect your skin the way the label claims. And beyond the shelf life issue, some of the formulations at Dollar Tree are thinner and less consistent than what you'd get from a dedicated skincare brand. For everyday sun protection, especially on kids, this is not the place to save $1.25. The cost of a bad sunburn or long-term skin damage is not worth it. Buy your sunscreen from somewhere with reliable turnover. Skip number 5, tools and hardware. Dollar Tree occasionally carries screwdrivers, measuring tape, small hammers, and basic hand tools. And they look fine sitting there on the peg hook. The problem is that cheap tools don't hold up, and more importantly, they can fail at the wrong moment. A screwdriver that slips and strips a screw, a measuring tape with inaccurate markings, a utility knife with a blade that snaps unpredictably. These aren't just frustrating, they can be genuinely unsafe. For anything where precision or durability matters, this is a skip without question. $1.25 saved on a tool that fails halfway through a project costs you more in time, material, and aggravation than you saved. Your local hardware store's clearance bin will serve you far better. And that brings us to the number 1 deal on this list. And I want to be upfront that this one is going to sound almost too straightforward when I say it. But the reason it tops everything else here is because of how consistently it saves money and how few people are actually taking advantage of it. If you've found any of this useful so far, tap that subscribe button. We put out practical content like this regularly, and we'd love to have you along for it. The number 1 deal is up right now. Deal number 1, Dollar Tree's frozen and refrigerated section. This is the one that flies completely under the radar, and Dollar Tree does almost nothing to draw attention to it, which tells you something. The frozen and refrigerated section at Dollar Tree has expanded significantly over the past few years, and what's sitting in those cases right now is genuinely worth your attention. Frozen vegetables, frozen meals, butter, eggs, cheese, juice, real grocery staples at $1.25 per item. And unlike the snack aisle trap we talked about earlier, the sizing on these items is typically competitive. You're not getting a shrunken package designed to obscure a bad unit price. You're getting a standard size bag of frozen broccoli or peas for $1.25 when that same bag runs $2.50 to $3 at a regular grocery store. The reason this tops the list isn't just the savings on any single item, it's the cumulative math. Think about what your family goes through in a month in terms of frozen vegetables alone. If you're buying 3 or 4 bags a week at a grocery store, that's somewhere between $30 and $50 a month on just that one category. Shifting even half of that to Dollar Tree cuts the number in a meaningful way over 12 months. We're talking about real grocery money, not rounding error savings. And here's the part that makes this genuinely interesting from a value standpoint. Dollar Tree has been quietly expanding which locations carry a full refrigerated section, so it's worth walking the whole store the next time you go in, especially if you haven't been in a few months. Stores that have been renovated or expanded recently are the ones most likely to have a full cold section. Not every location has it yet, but enough do that it's worth checking. And if yours doesn't, it may be worth a quick search to find the nearest one that does, because this is the category that justifies the trip on its own. I've been incorporating Dollar Tree's frozen section into my regular grocery rotation for about a year now, and the honest truth is that the quality on the vegetables has been consistent. Frozen vegetables are frozen at peak freshness anyway. That's just how the process works. So the Dollar Tree bag of frozen corn isn't nutritionally different from the name brand version. The corn doesn't know what store it's in. What you're paying for elsewhere is the brand name on the outside of the bag, and that's it. If you're combining this with the other deals we covered, the greeting cards, the pregnancy tests, the spices, the OTC generics, the gift bags, and you actively avoid the 5 skips, you are looking at a genuinely different shopping experience at Dollar Tree. Not one where you grab whatever looks familiar and hope for the best, but one where you go in with a list, hit the right sections, and walk out having stretched your grocery and household budget in a way that actually shows up at the end of the month. That's the whole point of knowing which stores are worth your time and which products inside them are actually worth your $1.25. So let me ask you something. What's the one thing you always grab at Dollar Tree without thinking? Drop it in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious whether it's on the deals list or the skips list. You might be surprised either way, and so might I. There's another video that pairs really well with this one. I did a full breakdown of the best and worst buys at Walmart that covers a lot of the same thinking, just at a different store. Search for it on the channel, and it's worth your time. Now go put some of this to work.